Hey there, buddy. Good morning. Jason here on my morning walk with Teddy, who turned 1 year old yesterday. I'm so proud of him. So he may be chiming in here on our walk. And the reason I wanted to make this video today is because I think right now is one of the ripest opportunity for great copywriters that has existed in a long time, if ever. And that may be a little surprising to some of you because the conversation has mostly been about copywriting being dead and copywriters being replaced by AI over the last year. And apologies for the nostril cam here. I got you strapped to my stroller. But that narrative is only part true. Because yes, AI has completely changed the landscape for copywriters, and it's decimated a lot, if not majority, of the industry. But what it's really done is it's gotten rid of mediocre and even some good copywriters, because the fact of the matter is that AI can generate your car, buddy. AI can generate good copy. It can. But good isn't sufficient anymore. And yeah, that's right. Even Teddy agrees with that. Good just isn't good enough anymore because everything looks good nowadays. Good morning. Thanks, man. You can build a good website in like 45 seconds now. You just talk to Arrow and it'll build you a website. And you can get good copy. But there's a huge problem right now. And over the last 10 years, so many entrepreneurs have been promised the dream of building a business or becoming an influencer. And gosh, I hate living near an airport. It's these small little planes. Anyhow, you're gonna have to deal with it, and I promise you this is worth listening to. For the last decade, maybe even 20 years, people have been promised this dream or opportunity of them becoming solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, influencers, creators, whatever synonym you want to use for the word. And it's been true, but the problem is because of all the platforms out there that need customers and all the other gurus who need customers and making big promises, so many people have bought into this, yet so few people have ever actually gotten results. And it's no different than anything else out there. It's no different than the treadmill industry. They sell tons of treadmills and they sit in the garage, so they don't work. And so in order for a treadmill to work, you got to have somebody who's great at commitment and follow through and doing the things. And when I got into the copywriting space, I spent years copying files and creating notebooks and sitting in my van and reading ads and studying and hiring mentors and having them go over my copy and having them grill me and tell me why it sucked and test and split test again. And hey, buddy. And hardly anybody is doing that anymore because they can all push a button and get good copy. And what we're seeing right now, because of the abundance of creators and competition out there, good doesn't cut it. And there's also just the economic factors too. Lots of people are not spending the way that they used to. They're pinching pennies. They've been burned so many times. And so we're in this weird position right now where conversion rates are tanking. People are desperately pivoting, doing different things. Even I've pivoted and done things because I've seen the writing on the wall. And for a second, I almost believed that copywriting was a failed or doomed industry. But I am absolutely convinced that it's hotter than ever right now for great copywriters because there's so many people out there that are struggling with conversion rates, and they know it. And they also know that their AI copy is not converting nearly what they had hoped for because it sounds like everybody else's AI copy. And I'm not even suggesting you don't use AI to help you write copy. It's insane for research. It's horrible when you're getting to the pitch and asking somebody for a credit card to let that verbiage close the deal compared to a great copywriter. So how do you become great? Because very few people are. And the great copywriters are the ones that are killing it, still getting $50,000 deals, while other people can't even get a $1,000 sales page because someone could just go craft it on ChatGPT. So you might as well just sit around and make fart noises like Teddy. But the reality is we are in TikTok era. People's attention spans don't go beyond 60 seconds. And so what I'm going to say next is going to appeal to almost nobody except for a very few smart amount of people who recognize what happens when you get great at something. And when you get great at copywriting, you are able to just generate cash almost at will because you understand what influences people, what pain points people are going through, what motivates them to take action on something. And ChatGPT or Claude or whatever AI you're using doesn't feel that like other people do. And what it takes a year, at least a year of studying and working with a mentor to get great at copy. Somebody reviewing your stuff, you actually sitting down and practicing and working. All verbs that nobody wants to hear right now because we all want automation and easy. And how easy is that working for everybody right now? It's not. And people are continuing to sell the pipe dream and still struggling because they want to avoid the work. And so I'm here to talk to a very small amount of you who recognize how important copywriting is on a great level. And then when you possess that, how much you are needed from entrepreneurs out there right now, to the point where you can name your price, you can name your deal. Yeah, Teddy? Yeah, buddy? Yeah, you want to... So I got to thinking about it. I got to go here because I got to pay attention to my son. Yeah. If you're interested in becoming great at something where you can then write your own paychecks and you recognize the value of a mentor, yeah, like Mr. Miyagi and Danielson, hit me up. I'm always willing to mentor somebody who's willing to do the work. And if that's you, let's chat about it. Peace.